Hi everyone, welcome to this month's newsletter. Just following on from last month's newsletter where we covered the grip. This month we just want to cover the rest of the basics and the way that you can work on them when you're practicing yourselves, how you set up your practice area as well to make your practice beneficial. So we're just going to go through some of the main points. Obviously in the studio here we use a training mat or a teaching mat which has got some lines on it. Obviously this is very helpful. We've also got the mirrors in front and behind, so again, great for practicing. So if you do get the opportunity to use those, obviously you can do that. So if we just go over the rest of the basics for this month, and then we can move on to some different things as we go forward next month. So carrying on, as we say, we covered grip last month. We're going to just go over the rest of the basics and what you need to be thinking about when you're setting up to a golf ball to give you the best chance to hit consistent shots and obviously consistently good shots. So if we just start with alignment to start with, you can see on the mat here that I've got my alignment sticks lined up to my intended target. I would always use alignment sticks when I'm practicing. It just gives you a good basis to work from and just keeps you focused obviously on that target. You know, golf's about targets and making sure that you're aligned to them. So let's try and start by building some good habits into set up to do that. So I have a stick in here for my feet and then a stick in here which helps me to see swing path a little bit, and I would always use those when I'm practicing. What I'm obviously looking to do is trying to get my feet, my hips and my shoulders parallel to that line. So always try and do that. That gives me the best chance to obviously, as long as my club face is square, to get that ball going on line. Okay, so I'm just going to come and set up to it. What you'll also see as well is how I set in my posture. Okay, so my chest engages to the ball, the weight is coming forward on my feet a little bit, so just to the bottom of my laces or the balls of my feet. What that allows me to do is that will help to keep my backswing and downswing and obviously through swing hopefully in balance. What we don't want to see is a posture that gets too much back in the heels or too much forward on the toes. That's obviously going to affect your balance throughout the swing, and when you're swinging the club quickly you need to make sure you're in balance. So that posture to start with is really key to making repetitive swings as much as we can. So we've covered the ball position, we've covered the alignment, we've covered posture. Last thing to think about is your ball position. I've just got a 7-iron here, so just a mid-iron. You can see here on the mat that I've actually got a line on my teaching mat, and where I'd want to position that is just middle of my stance. You know, I want to get that club obviously contacting the ball on the way down and then catching a little bit of turf. So I would try and get that obviously more in the middle of my stance, and then from there just getting that really nice posture, get the alignment right, and then just make a swing. And that's a pretty decent shot.